Hi, in this video I want to show you one of the tools that I've recently started to get to grips more with, mainly because I've had the time to play around. It's a fantastic tool for collating all of your different resources together in one place in a really accessible way. So let's take a look and come with me. Let's jump on board and ride the Wakelet wave. Let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is head to wakelet.com. Nice and easy to remember. And here we can see really clearly, sign up, it's free. And the good thing is that's not the best thing about it. Wakelet really is a fantastic tool. So we're just going to click here if we want to sign up. I've already got an account, so I'm going to instead go to login. And as you can see, you get the standard options of logging in, and I'm going to log in with Google and use my account here, and it's going to take me through to my Wakelet profile page. And you can see I've already got 18 collections. I've got 228 things bookmarked and 4 group collections all within mine. And even in a relatively short space of time, 31 followers, and I'm following 26 different people, which means I get updates about their new Wakelet collections and they get updates about my new Wakelet collections if I make them public. Okay, so you can see there's a range of things here. Any particular topic you like. So this was for a demonstration lesson that I put together for a video on YouTube. This is a link to Short and Sweet, which is one of the YouTube channels that I work on with my colleague Ben. Here we've got a link to all of my different ebooks. This Ranganation, because of my Twitter username, is a link to basically all of my stuff: YouTube, Twitter, website, ebooks, the lot. And one I particularly like is this one here, which is my Read Later collection. And shout out to Toby Doncaster for this idea. Anything that I see when I'm on the internet and I think I'd really like to read that, but I don't have time at the moment, I just add it to my Read Later collection. And then various other bits and pieces. So quick bookmarks for all of the different websites I maintain, links to GEG UK and Global GEG, boot camps and events that are going on, various other bits and pieces, and also a blog that I'm putting together about 2020. And I'm just going to show you this one really quickly because it's a collection of, this was a piece of art that I did using my Chromebook based on a photo from the United States that was online. So that was using Google Canvas just as a header. But then I've got linked in here lots and lots of different news items of things that have happened in 2020, because it's been a bit of a year, let's face it. So we've got, poor old Kobe Bryant's crash, the Queen riding for the first time, BBC News, the impeachment of Donald Trump, cancellation of the Olympics, postponement of various different things like the 20s, VE Day celebrations, Get Britain Talking, The Last Dance and what a hit that was, COVID alerts and various other bits and pieces. So I'm gradually documenting 2020, and it's dead easy to do. One of the things that's the most useful is the Wakelet extension, and you can see that just at the top here in my Chrome bar. So I've added the Wakelet extension and into my Chrome bar, and it gives me a really cool option. So I'm just going to go back to my home page and I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to open up the BBC News website. Okay. And I might just be browsing here. Review of the distance rule is due within days, for example. There's lots of things available here, lots of things going on. There's football stuff happening. I could choose to look at world news as well and see if there's anything in particular that interests me there. Okay. And I might see something and I think, actually, do you know what? I really want to look at that. So we've got the option of, actually, that sounds quite interesting. Refugees who play football. I'm going to pop that up. Okay. Right. Well, I haven't got time to read this at the minute. So if I just pop up to my Wakelet extension and I just click, because it's linked to my Wakelet account, it's going to automatically pop up with a bookmark for me. It gives me the title of the article, Refugees Who Play Football, and some text originally. I can edit that if I want, okay? So I can click on here and I can just say that that was a BBC News article that I want to read later, for example. I could add further text down here as well. I might want to send that to my PE department because they might be interested as well. And then I can choose which collections to add it to. I can add it to my own collections or group collections. But in this case, because I want to read it later, I just scroll through and I'm going to save it to my read later. And that will now appear. I can close that. And if I go to my read later collection here in my Wakelet, what we'll notice is there it is sitting there ready for me to read it. Okay, so it's a great way of bookmarking things for you to come back to later on. Okay, what we'll also notice is we've got some different symbols here. So this one, for example, has a padlock, and this one has a world symbol, and that's your visibility settings. So this one is set for everyone to view, and this one is set as private and locked, and this one is set, as we can see here, as unlisted, because this was something that I used with students. So you've got similar views to what you have and similar choices to what you've got in YouTube. But let's go ahead and create a new collection. Okay, so all we're going to do is just click create a new collection. We can add a cover image if we want. And when we do that, we have the option of uploading an image or choosing from the library. So we're going to choose from the library, and I would like this one to be to do with tech, for example. So I just type in tech and you see all of these options start to pop up already. I quite like that one there. So I'm going to choose that, double click that. It becomes a cover image, and now I can choose whether I want a half image, or I could get rid of the image altogether, but I quite like having the image there. Okay, and I'm going to enter a title here. So this is going to be Tech Wakelet Collection Demo. Okay, and this is going to be a collection created during a demo video, and we can add things to that afterwards. I've also got the option up here to add a background image if I want. Again, I can upload an image or I can choose from the library. So I can just scroll through and choose something that I like. I might, because I'm riding the Wakelet wave, choose to go with some water there. Okay. Now at this point, I've created my collection, but I've not added anything to it. At the moment, it's private. I can change it immediately, and I can click it as done. So I don't have to do anything to it now. It's there and it's ready to use. Tech Wakelet Collection Demo. If I go up to my Wakelet extension, we'll see it's there as an option to start saving to. So I don't have to add anything immediately, although I can do. So all I want to do to add is edit the collection. And I just click on here, click on the plus button, and I get this whole range of options. So we've got pasting the URL, so we can just take any URL and add that in there. We've got adding text, so we can just start to write. We can add a YouTube link. We can add tweets, and that's specific tweets rather than linking to a whole account, but an individual tweet. We can add bookmarks, images. We can upload PDFs or documents from our Google Drive or from OneDrive, and also videos from Flipgrid, which is an awesome integration. So there's lots of different things we can add here. So for a start, we might want to add some text. So we just click on that and we can start writing. Here is a collection created for a video demo on using Wakelet for collating resources. Okay, we might enter something like that, and obviously we can play around with the formatting on here. We can bold it, and we can use heading styles and things like that if we want to. Okay, and that's just there. And you'll notice straight away you've got these options to move things up and down, the option to change layout, and an easy reorder mode as well, depending on the choice you make. So you've got different layouts. You've got a kind of stacked media view with everything underneath each other, a compact view, which is similar but more compact, a standard grid view, and also a mood board idea where everything sizes according to what fits best. And it's the mood board that I particularly like. However, if you want students to go things in a certain order, the media or the compact view might be better. But I quite like the mood board. So we're going to move to that. And we can see here, it's already added that first edition in there. The next thing I want to do, because this is about tech, we are going to add into here something like, for example, a website. So I'm going to go to, excuse me, Google Chrome Hub. Okay, there we go. Mouse is playing up. There we go, the App Hub. So this is a great resource in Google, which has a whole list of different ideas and apps and things that you can look for you're teaching. So you can choose by age range, category, and so on, by subject, and it will give you suggested ideas and apps for how you can deliver engaging lessons using technology, okay, particularly using Chromebooks in this case. So I'm going to copy and paste this, okay, copy that link, and I can bring it into here, paste it in, and it will automatically bring that in. But you notice it's created it straight away for me, and it's not giving me any option to edit as I'm doing that. The other way I could do this is to use the extension itself. So in this case, I might choose to delete that again. Just click on the bin. And in this time, instead of doing that, I'm just going to come up to my Wakelet extension, and I'm going to choose to add it to my Wakelet using that information there. But I could edit that. So now we've got all of this added, the Chrome App Hub. We've now got my information. We can drag that around and reorder it if we want to. I might as well want to include an image. So I could choose from the library, or I can upload an image if I happen to have one handy. Okay, so I might choose to include, for example, the Wakelet logo in there. There we go. So we put the Wakelet logo in there and get people riding that Wakelet wave. I might then decide also I'd like to add something from the Wakelet community. So I'm just going to type in here the Wakelet community. Nice and easy to find. And there was a really good community week earlier on in the year. But this is how people can join the Wakelet community. So I could, again, copy and paste that. But I want people to understand this link. So I'm going to click the extension again. And instead of just leaving it as Wakelet community, I'm going to edit this to click here to join the Wakelet community and find out more about what Wakelet can do for you and your students. So it's now being a lot more explicit than if I just added it directly. Okay, and I'm going to add that to my Tech Wakelet collection. So that's now part of it as well. There's also here a support site that I could use, and also the educators one. So I could use that as well if I wanted to. So all of these are now starting to add. So we've got the community, the Wakelet, and everything else. Okay. I'm going to enable copy on this as well, so that anyone else who looks at it can easily make their own version of this. So they can take what I've created and then build on it for themselves, which is an awesome addition and something that I think has got real potential for saving people having to reinvent the wheel. So I'm now going to make this public. So if I click public, that's now available to anybody, and anyone who's following me will get an email alert now to let them know that I've made this particular Wakelet collection public. If I wanted to collaborate with another person on this, one of the things I could do is right at the top here, we'll see we've got the options to share. So you can share through Google Classroom or through Microsoft Teams or on Twitter or on social media and so on. You can also export the whole thing as a PDF or embed it into websites and things like that, or just copy and paste the link and send it to people. So lots of ways of sharing your content, but you can also, as you can see here, invite other people to be a contributor. So you can either invite them using the link or the QR code, or you can invite them directly via name or email. So people you already follow, you could invite to be collaborators on that. So I might invite Ben, for example, to collaborate. Once I've done that, I can also manage what level they've got. So you can add other people to be able to add to your collection. So if, for example, I take you to one of my other collections, we'll see down here, short and sweet. If I go to invite here, we'll see that we've already got me as the admin, and then Ben is a contributor on this. He can add and comment and change the Wakelet collection, but I have the option to remove him because I maintain the overall ownership. Okay, and you can have multiple people collaborating on a single collection. So really useful way forward in terms of collating. So one of the things I've done for a recent training that I did for Global GEG, if I just find, there we go. I ran a session with a friend, Edith, on slides for the bootcamp. We were both contributors on this. I was the admin, Edith contributed as well. And we put in here all of our resources from our training. So there was a slides cheat sheet. There was links to Control Alt Achieve from Eric Kurtz on resources for slides. There was link to Slide Mania, some top tips from the experts, links to videos on YouTube around about Google Slides, stuff from the Learning Center as well. Lots of different options of things people could use to follow up, as well as the original slides that we use within our demonstration. So this is a great way to follow up after a CPD session, okay? And you've also got the brilliant option of analytics as well. So you can click on the analytics and you can see that 3 other people have copied that collection. They've made their own copy of it. Only went live yesterday. So it's really useful from that perspective as well. So that's how you build your Wakelet. And obviously you can change your publishing permission and visibility at any time. But you've also got this brilliant community showcase where you can see loads and loads of other people's already made Wakelets. And if there's ones you really like, you can make your own copies of them. So if there's something you think, oh, that's really interesting, you can make your own copy and then build on that even further. So, you know, and there can be completely random things. They don't even have to be learning related. But here we've got coronavirus resources and things, Q&A, remote teaching, Google Classroom tips. And you might say, oh, that would be a really good one, actually. I'd quite like that in my tech Wakelet that I've just created. But how can I do that? Well, I can make a copy if I want to, but then I've got to maintain it. Here I can report it, but what I'd like to do is share it. So I'm going to take that Wakelet, copy that, and just come back into my own, come into my Wakelet collection. I could have used the extension again, of course, but I wanted to do this a different way. I can edit my collection, and now I can add, and using that URL that I've just copied, I can even add another Wakelet inside my Wakelet. And it doesn't even have to be my own. And the good thing about that is, as that Wakelet is updated by its owner, it will automatically pull through those updates into my Wakelet as well. So true collaboration. Imagine what you could do with a group of students where if they all had a Wakelet and they linked it to your Wakelet, you would automatically have all of their stuff at your fingertips straight away, and automatically the most recent version. A really good way of looking at things. So these showcases are fantastic, lots of options within there. And then you've also got the option of Surf School, where you can go through and find out different ways of using it, different ideas for PD, lesson planning, portfolios, resources, newsletters, lots of different ideas on different ways you can use Wakelet within your classroom, but within your school, and maybe, like Toby suggested, with my extra reading, even just in your own life. Why not make a Wakelet for your family? And keep all of your videos and content and tweets and flip grids and TikToks and everything else all in one place.